Oh God, you're really looking at everything.
Everything.
That's
Nevada,
awesome.
Las Vegas, Nevada.
Nevada, I'd love to do that. I would love to do that. No, it works.
Yeah,
Oh, it does. Yeah. Let me see.
Oh yeah, I can.
No, it looks great. No, it looks
great.
great. Yeah, no, it looks great.
Nashville.
It looks exactly.
Shlomo from Nashville.
So, well, here you got to talk into your mic.
All right.
Making hot chocolate over here. I feel like we're on the.
This is a fun night activity, Monday night activity in the snow.
You know what the newest trend is? The newest trend is when you're conversing with someone,
Yes.
and you bring up some kind of a name of a person. You know, let's say from the community or an influencer. What's the other term? You know, a famous person. So, like, the new thing is to respond where I don't know that person. I don't know anyone. That's like the new freaking trend. It's so annoying. I don't know anyone. I don't know people. I don't know people. It's a trend. People are doing it. What
makes that a trend?
Huh?
What makes that a trend?
Well, what makes it a trend is that
Why would someone say they don't know someone when they do know someone?
I feel like it's really cool today to
be a nobody.
Not just that, but just to keep to yourself. To keep to yourself is a really big thing. I think that's attractive. That's sexy today. So
I don't have any social media. I've been doing this for years. No. Maybe from high school it still exists if I wanted to access it.
Oh my God.
But if you go to search, you can't find anything. I have LinkedIn.
Right, you have a link, but that's professional already. That once Microsoft bought it, it was like it just kind of flew out of the realm of
and even LinkedIn,
social media.
Yeah.
You know, to professional, to professional job utility. You know.
All right, let's get started. Can we cut this to like 45 minutes?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Dude, we're starting. Yeah, absolutely. Great. Whenever you got to go. So. Yeah. 97, I'm here. It's Isaac J. Held, IJ, and I'm here with Shlomo from Nashville. Shlomo from Nashville!
Oh, yeah. Let's get it done.
Woo!
I'm back, baby.
He's back. He's back. In this episode, Shlomo from Nashville and I will discuss the minutias of traveling as well as Jewish singles trying to arrange trips. We all try to get away for the weekend. Take a lavish vacation. And when we're young, you know, this is one of the easiest things to do because family is just a text away and friends are just roaming everywhere you go. So you call them up, "Hey, I'm coming. I'll sleep on the floor. I'll sleep on the bed with you. I'll sleep in the bathtub. I'm there." But as we get older, friends dwindle down. And family just isn't the exact kind of people you want to go to Tahiti with. You just realize that getting away is costly and time-consuming. In this episode, Nobody Talks Shidduchim podcast will go through the entire process of how you can budget, get away with the ultimate Jewish singles destination getaway, and travel studies. I don't know. I must have meant like travel something, but travel study. Travel. Okay, there we go. Travel itineraries. So Shlomo from Nashville, what is going on?
So some big news since the last time I was on the show. I've gotten engaged.
Wow!
And to anyone who is seeking me out, I am taken. And
we got a lot of girls who are like, "Oh, yo, is he?"
I know you've all called in. You know, you love the country Jew boy.
You've been with us for some time. I think like the first time you reached out to, the first time we had you on, you called in. Like I don't know, 20 episodes in, 15. Yeah, very early, early, man. Yeah. So we appreciate you doing that.
Sure. Missing our friend, Mr. Nahon.
Yeah.
He's
Jojo,
joined me on many of those trips. Jojo, Mr. Jojo.
He's supposed to come, but we could hold the show. We could hold the show, you know.
All right.
So How many? What's appropriate? What's appropriate? The amount of times to go away during the year. That's like really what I want to know.
So when I was in college, I'd say at least 4 times a year. You have between semesters, and you have a couple of times in the summer. When you're a young professional and you finish college and you make that transition, it's difficult because you want to please your bosses and you want to please work, so you don't want to take off too many times, especially at the beginning or when you're searching for a promotion. I would say a real trip, like with flight or a 10-hour minimum road trip, which we've done, three times a year, I would say is reasonable. Totaling about 1.5 to 2 weeks.
I mean, pretty much like winter break, summer break.
Yeah, and once in between. Like a Memorial Day or July 4th.
Yeah, I guess 2 times in the summer. I guess winter, fall, summer.
You can't go wrong with more. If you could afford it, do it.
Yeah.
You do it.
I think a lot of bubbies and zadies out there would say, no. Save up the cash. Save up the cash.
Why not both?
The Jewish anxiety. Save up the ring, yeshiva tuition. It doesn't end.
It doesn't end. It doesn't end. And you have to go away.
And it depends, of course, on the place you work on. You work at a place that does not respect your boundaries. Oh, what do you got to go away for? You have it great here. Oh, yes, I'm sorry. That's why the Jews in Mitzrayim, didn't leave, because they just had it so great.
No, you have to get away. You have to have different experiences. That's how you're going to become knowledgeable and relate to people when you come across them in life. When you have more traveling under your belt, you're going to end up finding yourself being able to relate to a lot more people.
When did you know? Because you're someone, for the audience listening, you're someone who has been going away for years. You're in your late 20s. You've been going away probably since you're 18, 19 already?
As soon as I came back from Israel.
So 10
years. As soon as I started college, 19 years old, 20 years old.
So 19, 20, and you're out. I mean, going to Israel itself is a trip, but everyone does that.
That was the first time I was on a plane.
Oh, my God.
That's when I was
you
17 going to Israel.
Now it makes sense. There's some psychological thing there. I've been
sheltered in the bubble.
Imprisoned and I have to get out now.
Yeah, listen, I had an epiphany back a number of years ago. Had one of my worst breakups, my first real relationship. And after that relationship, I took a couple of my friends. I said, let's go to Nashville.
Wow.
And we love country music. We thought Nashville was, everyone there was anti-Semitic.
I remember when you did that.
Because my mother would say, what are you going there for? They're all anti-Semites. You know what? They're more accepting of Jews than Jews are. Than people in New York, everyone in New York, Jews, non-Jews. And that trip, I had an epiphany where I just realized I just loved people in general, coming across different people from no matter where they come from.
Love that. I love that. I think you said it so well and so apropos for everything going on at the, now. Just you had pure love and I guess, endurance of the trip. The most mind-boggling thing that I think of is that you were one of the first guys to go to Nashville.
Yes.
I'm telling you,
it was 2016.
I saw Frady at one point, and I was like, oh, okay, maybe it's taken on. And then I saw this girl Ricky, and then I saw this girl Sarah, and then all of a sudden I was like, okay, it's an official thing now. But I remember when you guys went, freaking 10 years ago. No one went 10 years. You went.
Nobody went. They thought we were crazy. They thought it's all hillbillies and there's nothing there. And now you go, and I was just there a couple of weeks ago for a bachelor party, which was amazing, by the way. And
I'll tell the planner.
Yes, please do. And we saw frum people at the bars on Friday night.
Get out of here.
We saw frum girls with dresses,
skirts. They were there?
And one of my friends knew one of them, and they were so shy. They were shy. It was,
no way. Get out of here.
Embarrassed. And
Did I know them?
I probably. I was told they run a frat house, sorority house in Lawrence.
Oh my God, that is crazy.
That's what I was told by one of my friends I was with.
I think people need to be very real with that. I've certainly gone
Nothing wrong
away,
with going
and
away and having a
Friday,
good time.
Shabbat. Oh, let's go here, let's go there, and it's kind of like a journey, and there shouldn't be any shame in that at all. If you were married, if you were in a relationship, if you probably had more stability in your life, I guess, in that sense, you'd be home, you'd be going to shul, you'd be living that old fashioned traditional from life, but it's different now. God's made it more accessible for
Everyone has
us
to do
people.
with
He
whatever
wants
you're
us to get
comfortable
out
with.
there. He wants us to get out there. Look, Seinfeld's not on TV anymore. Right? You got to think about that. Seinfeld's not on TV anymore. The Jews are kind of coming off the TV shows, the movies. They're not in really we're falling off very quickly. So God's like, I got to get my Jewish children out in the real world I don't want to say the real world, but the rest of the world, the Ummah Sa'olam, and I want to show you guys off. I want to show my gems off. What's the best way I could do that? Keep you single and say, hey, Nashville looks great. Vegas looks great. Denver looks great. The whole Florida. Charlotte looks great. Charlotte was fun. Yeah, just anywhere we could think of. I'm trying to think of like some cool
Ocean City,
hipster.
Maryland.
Ocean City. Yeah, Ocean City is great. And I've made Kiddush Hashems, sometimes with the yarmulke, and sometimes when, my Rebbe forced me to pick it up and throw it on the floor.
I think ultimately you have to do what's comfortable for you. And
is it good to
you
go?
just have to enjoy life.
Is it good to go with a rabbi? Now, I don't mean a rabbi. I mean, like, there's always one friend on the trip. Oh, no, we got to make minyan. No, we got to do it.
Like JP.
What are the roles? What are the roles here? Tell me.
All right. So definitely you need yourself an accountant friend to help you budget.
Yes.
I don't think it's good to go with a rabbi if you're looking to have fun. If you're looking to explore during the week and you want that encouragement, go with your rabbi friends. If you want to go to have a good time and just let loose a bit, you definitely cannot go with someone who's got a little bit of a stick up their butt. You have to just go and enjoy and do what you have to do within the realm of whatever you're comfortable with.
What other characters do you need to bring along? So you got the accountant. You need the
cast of
mommy. You
characters.
need the mommy on the trip.
Yes.
That's a big one.
That oftentimes was me.
Like
Yeah.
preparing the food, kind of like working out the logistics, bringing the extra, the spare this, the spare that. They come in the clutch.
Yeah, you need the mother, you need the accountant, and these roles could overlap with the same person. You need someone who's just going to have a good time no matter what and just follow the crowd and be easygoing. You can't go with someone who's going to be picky about where you're going to go because then you're not going to do anything. So everyone just needs to be on the same page, and everyone just has to go with the right mindset and have a good time. And no matter where you go, whether it's Charlotte or Ocean City or Miami or Jacksonville, Florida, you're going to have a good time if you're with the right people.
I agree. And sometimes you have to capitulate to the surroundings. That's why I think of the rabbi friends sometimes not the most conducive environment for because they could be really pushy. But you got to capitulate. You got to surrender. Hey, whatever the oilam is going to do, I'm going to do. Whatever the group of guys are going to do, we're going to do. We're going to make the best of. I'm going to trust in the leader. I'm going to trust in the party animal. I'm going to trust in the mommy of the group. I'm going to trust in and then whatever role I have, Sometimes you could just go as a parishioner. That's just citizen, You
have to go with a positive mindset. If you go with a negative mindset, you sit around moping, you might as well be at home.
You're describing our outings.
So, and it doesn't hurt when you have the mother plan the food and the budgeting. And
how did it first start out? Where you were people were asking you where you're going or where did you go, and they were probably baffled. You were like, I'm going to, you went to Alabama once? Who would you go? Louisiana.
New Orleans, Louisiana.
Dude, that was like,
We drove
and again, not
from New
recent.
York.
Recently, it's a trend. Because of social media, everything's a trend. Oh, wow, you went, my cousin went. It's very accepted now. But I'm telling you, 10 years ago when you started doing this stuff, what were you able to explain to the hot Khani's out there?
So you have to go without caring about what anyone else is going to think about what you're doing. You go, you have a good time. We drove from New York, from Long Island to New Orleans, Louisiana. We made a few stops along the way in Mississippi and Alabama. We stayed overnight in Nashville. And when we got to New Orleans, we just met a group of friends that we just had a good time with. And we just all enjoyed hanging out, swimming in the pool, and going out to the jazz clubs. And at the end of the day, you don't have to justify that to anyone. You know you had a good time. And that's all that matters.
I remember one time we were in Virginia. I remember when we were in Virginia. I remember we were watching that show, Undercover Boss.
Yes.
And then it ended.
The tilted.
Oh my God! The tilted killed, and then the next day we stopped by. We never seen this place.
We
oh
went
my
to
God.
this hotel where the woman wanted to join us on our road trip.
The woman was very. She like that. The Kiddush Hashem there is
Good
really
vibes
solid.
Give good
Good,
vibes. That's
yeah.
what it
I mean,
is.
even when we had even when you go and meet some freaks, there are a lot of freaks out
I've
there.
had some random Gentile snort like a pig and thought he was good at it.
Right, like so do you like generally will you make the Jewish from kite thing? Would you make it a part of the experience, or is that something you like? I'm just kind of like what you're saying with these girls out there, and you're just leaving it at home.
No, I don't leave it at home.
Because a lot of people leave it at home. I leave it at home sometimes. I'm like, I don't want to know. I'll put a baseball cap on. I'm going to look a little inconspicuous, but, what do you do?
My opinion is that you don't leave it at home. You take it with you, especially if it's a big part of who you are. You bring, whether that means whatever level you're at, whether that means that you take Shabbos food and make Kiddush and then go have a good time, or observe Shabbos fully. I've never gotten into a car on Shabbos on any one of these trips. The only times I've gotten into a car is when I was working for an emergency at one of the local residences. But to that point, you definitely want to bring Shabbos with you because it's a big aspect of who you are, and you want to bring the idea with you that you want to try to keep kosher, and you have to stick to your morals. And you just do it within, you may want to stretch a bit. You do it within the realm of whatever you're comfortable with, whether that means eating at a vegan food truck if you inspect it a bit, or that means, looking for a hechsher, going out of your way. I think it's important for you to keep whatever your morals are.
The kashrus, the hechsher, that's a big thing. That's definitely an anchor.
Makes it very difficult when there's good barbecue all over the place.
Yeah, that for sure. I remember we went to some. Where did we? We went to some place and apparently we had to go to the bathroom or something, so we all stopped off. And I think we were with a friend who actually didn't even keep kosher, so he was like, "Oh, I'm going to try the wings," and he's like, and we're like, "Well, what are you trying the wings? Wait, we'll be in some Jewish town in 6 hours, we'll eat there." And he's like, no, this is the best wing place not wings, it was ribs or something.
Ribs.
He's like, "This is the best ribs place in the world." I'm like, "Nah, what are you talking about? Where I don't even remember where we were." And then all of a sudden, he's pointing and there's Barack Obama and Joe Biden.
That might
they
have been
were
Charlotte.
Campaigning, and they actually stopped at this place, and it was literally, it's the
World
best.
renowned. Yeah.
It's world renowned. I'm like, how did we stop it? I mean, someone must have planned that, obviously.
Yeah.
But that's a challenge. I mean, the food is absolutely going to put you into that mindset, whoa, what do I do? And I could see a lot of youngsters maybe give in. which is all good. I'm no judgment, but
No judgment at all.
it's a tough thing. You don't know when your next meal is honestly going to come. That's a big thing. You know, it's not. It's very easy to plan. Yeah, well, 5 hours here, 5 hours there. But also you have to have in mind, like, when you get to these places, some of these kosher places are literally, it's just a refrigerator with a pack of bologna in it. Like, it's not like there's fresh gourmet food. And
the hours are tough sometimes. You miss
the
hours, and
you know, that's a huge thing. You know, the food.
Yeah. Well, you know, you're not living in the desert, so there's OU everywhere. There's Trader Joe's all across the country that has a lot of kosher options. So if you're going to go not kosher, you can't say it's because you have to. Mm-hmm. If you want to, that's great, and that's fine. You do whatever you want. But I truly believe in America, there's no situation where you'd be in where you have to go not kosher.
Well, I guess in the major Jewish cities, but it's not really
anywhere across America.
Not necessarily. You're not going to just necessarily find, you know, anywhere in the country.
You go to Walmart, you can go to Costco, Trader Joe's, any grocery store. They have pre-made hard-boiled eggs with kosher symbols.
That's true.
They have yogurts.
You got to know.
You can't be picky. That's the thing.
Well, right. That's what I mean.
You can't be picky.
I think what I really meant is, you know, is the being picky. The being picky part. Yeah.
And you have to plan around the big cities. And I could write a book about each city.
Look, people are going to acquiesce. People are going to acquiesce. But you still have it in your mind. Oh, I got to get this. I got to get that. When that's really conventional to happen. I mean, I remember going with like really yeshivish guys. And I remember like one of my first trips was to Boston. We went up to Boston. We packed my car in Harvard Yard. We got a plus for that later. And I remember going the first time, everyone was like white shirt, black pants, you know, we don't know what we're doing. Everyone's literally like, we're eating we're eating Tam-Tams and peanut butter the whole trip, you know?
you needed a good accountant mom to find the kosher restaurant.
Oh my God. We were in Boston, so Brookline's close by, but we don't know. We didn't know what we were doing. So, and then I just remember 2-3 years later, like going back with these guys there, or we traveled somewhere else, and all of a sudden the guy was wearing a white shirt. Now he's wearing a polo. You know, now he's got the sunglasses on. You know, he's now wearing flip-flops, no sneakers, flip-flops.
He lightened up a bit.
He lightened up. These trips really, you know, show a young, can help, get a young person out of their shell and help grow them up quicker, help mature them, help give you an experience that you're not going to get anywhere else, you know.
I think they help mold you as a personality.
Yeah. I mean, there are some people that, you know, are impervious to it. I have seen that. They're not affected by it at all. But there are people impervious to it. It kind of makes them, you know, hey, like I've thrown an event. This is an event. It's an event in a way. You know, they're traveling, etc. What are the best? So let me get to a personal here. What are your let's say give me your top 10 places that you've visited. You know, you've been to a lot. We've been like 30 states or something like that.
It's about 26, I believe. Last time I counted.
So close. All right.
Yeah.
So give us some of your most popular spots. Give us the rundown. Yep. Where would you stay? What would you say people do? You know.
So number one is clearly Nashville, and definitely you want to stay near Music Row, where all the music record labels are. That's probably the best location, and you want to go there and just listen to music and just dance your heart out. That's number one. Mm-hmm. I would say just a few more. New Orleans, amazing. Also, dance your heart out. Different vibe, very different vibe. You have to know there's a little more riffraff in New Orleans, but once you get past that, there's I believe there's still a kosher supermarket. There's the beignets, which are certified kosher, amazing donut beignets, and there's jazz music, jazz and blues music, which is amazing, and you could just interact and with the musicians on the side of the road, and it's amazing. Charlotte, up and coming city, highly recommend. I wish more from people would move out there. Great city, great fun city, young professional, cool,
NASCAR,
hip,
home to NASCAR,
home
right?
to the NASCAR museum, NASCAR headquarters. real, just like a good blend between the South and you still have a lot of North in there as well. And great young up and coming city. How many more would you like me to list?
I want a few more.
A few more. Okay, so you got
those I've not.
Las
I
Vegas.
know those.
Is amazing.
Vegas is already people.
Vegas is amazing. Vegas is great.
People have been going to Vegas for a while already.
Yeah. I would say
I like Tampa. I tell people, like, when you go to Florida, it's not just about like Miami, South Florida. Tampa's awesome. Tampa's really nice. There's a small Chabad there. They have a store inside the Chabad. So you can order all your kosher meals. They'll deliver it to you. Great rabbi. The Chabad rabbi there is a really sweet guy, nice family. They didn't, they didn't hype over me being there. They were just, hey, we're here. Whatever you want, if you need us, here's my number. He gave me great time. They have Cigar City over there, so it's a nice, little museum tourist area. You obviously got the Bucks, and then you got also near Tampa is you got Clearwater. So Clearwater is also like really gorgeous. That's a major, awesome place. Yeah, maybe Clearwater will take off. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Probably
I'd consider moving there. I could consider
Clearwater's great. Yeah. Like
there are two other cities I thought of.
See, there you go.
Two other cities which are not traditional, and I don't know why they're so under the radar. Very underrated. One is Chattanooga, Tennessee, which is in the southeast corner of Tennessee on the border of Georgia.
Yep.
And it's a cute little town. There's a lot of really cool coffee shops and beautiful hiking trails. River. Right in Shenandoah Valley, and it's beautiful over there. And there's even a supermarket with a kosher section over there. I actually knew a secular Jew who moved there from New York, and she and her husband and her family lived there for a number of years, and they were very involved with the Chabad, and beautiful little town.
I like it.
And then the other city is Asheville, North Carolina, on the western side of North Carolina, on the border of Tennessee. Right in the heart of the Smoky Mountains. Most beautiful scenery you'll ever see in your whole life. Huh? And the bars are hip. The coffee shops are hip. This is like hip mountain people. These are the vibes that they give off. And it's unbelievable.
Doing like ayahuasca out there, huh?
Unbelievable. We found Shaun White.
That's
Shaun White. Oh my God! And it was just unbelievable scenery over there. And
have you ever been to Utah?
I have not. No.
We should go next. We should go next to Utah.
We should.
I would be. Yes. Yeah. Honestly, I would be.
All right.
I'll start putting some people send us some money. Ka-ching, ka-ching. Donate to the show so we can we can do a shidduch podcast in Utah. Do they have a Chabad? I think they have a Chabad.
I'm sure they have a Chabad. In the ski lodges, there's actually some kosher food in the ski lodges over there.
Get out of here.
Yeah, but usually only during the winter. A lot of people like to go to Utah.
Like Utah and
for the skiing.
Vermont.
Yes. Oh, I've been to Vermont. Vermont is beautiful too. Just
Vermont's
liberal
great.
Mountain people.
They're all from Brooklyn. I mean, that's what happened. They all moved out from Brooklyn.
The best honey you'll ever taste.
And they took over a government. I mean, it's incredible what happened over there.
I went snowmobiling in Vermont. That was amazing.
That's a great trip. That's a great shidduch date right there.
Go for it.
I mean, like saying goodbye.
She can hold on to you in the back.
Yeah, right. Literally. So here's something that I think really controversial topic. And
hit me.
I think antithetical, which means a lot of people could oppose this. In regards to like the mental health journey and going out and changing your life up. So I think the topic of bunking up, very big thing. Just recently happened to me. Friend reached out, can I bunk up? Can I crash? I'm like, you know what, dude, I don't go anymore on I don't do 7 trips a year like you do. I go once a year now. And I'm going once, I'm going to this place, and that's it. I don't even want someone to come crash. So when is it time? When is it time to stop bunking up? When's it time to say, you know what? If I could afford only 1 or 2 really nice vacations, I'm going to do that. Or maybe just stop Maybe I can't afford anything, but I'm just going to stop going with, 4 guys, 5 guys. Everyone's on the, we just get a room. When is the time to make that change?
When you say bunking up, you mean same bed, same room, squashing together in the same room?
So I would say all the above, but really primarily comes a point when you're an adult and you got to say, hey, like a normal person, an adult, I'm a man, I'm a woman. I'm treating myself here. I'm getting a room to myself. I'm getting a place to myself. Like I'm going to treat myself like royalty.
I would say 26.
Oh, so you're giving it by an age.
26. That's, give or take. That's the age where I feel like you've had a couple of years in the professional world and, you're making a little more money, or even if you're not, you realize that just, listen, I want to feel like a human being. I don't want to feel like a little kid. I'm dorming in camp.
Right. Oh, man, I know. I think people really get used to that.
You also have to pick and choose your battles. It depends. There's a cost-benefit analysis. If you're going to Mohegan for $1,000 a night, you might want to crash to save $500.
Well, even in that sense, I mean, even if there is a financial burden, or there's really you're really on the spectrum price wise, I don't necessarily think it's sort of just related to the financial aspect. It's. But multiple. It could be a bunch of things. Could really be a bunch. I don't want to just.
Everyone's comfort level is different too.
Yeah, no, that's for sure. Look, I mean,
we have a friend who doesn't mind sleeping on the floor.
We literally have this one guy we know, and this kid, the guy's a man already. I mean, this guy, he's like, yeah, you guys go away, yeah. He literally, you won't even know you'll know he's there because he leaves this crap everywhere, but. He's there's 2 beds. It's 2 guys on the bed, and then he comes in. Yeah, you see that little pillow in the corner. That'll be me. He's like just kind of rolls up like a little cat. That's where I am.
Brings a popped air mattress.
Popped air mattress. How many goddamn times have we put a freaking air mattress as literally popped and broken?
You have to tell the trick with the air mattress and the hair blower.
Now we learned.
Tell the trick. Please tell the trick for anyone who doesn't know when going away.
People, you're not going to believe this. Okay. We spent all Shabbos trying to get this air mattress blowing up. We're blowing it. We didn't have an air pump. So, you pay a guy to come in from room service, give him a tip. We have a foot pump. We had a foot pump. We're foot pumping this thing up. And I don't remember who it was. I think it was me. It was like, just YouTube how to blow this thing up. There's got to be some way. Because I was actually thinking, let's stick some water in there. Right? Who would have thought? The first thing that came up was blow it up with the air dryer. I'm like,
hair blower.
The hair blower. I'm like, oh my God. Why did I ever think of this? I mean, this is really on you because
I've been in this situation dozens of times, 50 times.
You've been away so many times. How do you not know this?
I'm ashamed. No, you know
it's
how?
So
because
classic
I just took the bed in the end. I was 26 and I said,
no, you were like, nah,
I'm taking a bed. Forget the air mattress. First trip I ever went away, I said, I'll pay $50 less. I'll sleep in the air mattress.
Really?
Then I grew up.
So it started. That's when it started.
Then I grew up.
Okay. So like similar with this, bunking up thing. Okay. Flight or drive. Give me the breakdown.
If you have more time, Nashville. If you have enough time, drive. You'll have so many more experiences and you will have the freedom to stop in many different cities and enjoy what America has to offer. If you don't have the time, you fly and then you rent a car and you suck it up and you rent a car and you have a good time. But I definitely prefer to drive. I think you'll have a good time. That's when most of the bonding happens with your friends. That's when you come across these random people in America and you have the best experiences. And it really shapes you and molds you into a person who can interact with all different types of personalities in life. That's a skill that you can't be taught. You have to learn it on your own.
Let me ask you, is it really bonding, though? I mean, let's be real here. Is it bonding?
Yes, I believe so.
Because it could be toxic bonding. Remember that.
Well, remember,
Like you can get to really know this person and be like, geez, Louise, like this, I'm done with this guy. I'm done with this chick. Girls could freaking lose it at each other, man. They can go, oh my, they could be best friends. They go on this trip. They don't talk to each other ever again.
So JoJo and I once went on a trip with 2 females, and one of them, it was her time of the month.
Can we say these things like that?
It was miserable. The first part of the trip.
That what? I wish we had a girl on and we can just ask, like, hey, what do you do, right, when you're having the menstrual cycle? Like, these things, and even for a guy, I mean, guys get moody also. Guys get moody,
sure.
It's
guys going waves.
Eating, I think, is a big thing. Your meals are off, your carb intake, your sugar intake, like this stuff affects you.
At the end
Minion,
of the day,
Minion is a dude going to shul. You know how many guys? Oh, I haven't got to a Minion in 7 hours.
We gotta make it here by Minion. It's gonna be dark.
Oh, that was a big thing. Oh my God, that was a huge thing. Yeah, no, that was a huge thing when I was like a lot more observant. A lot more in the yeshiva system. Yeshiva, like, yeah, dude, I would.
Davening.
I remember, dude. I would like leave. I took a trip once somewhere, to Maryland, Baltimore for dating, and I'm gonna leave after mincha, and I'll get there for the last Ma'ariv, and we'll. I love going on tardy time, and you hear these guys with the
You're always in a rush, and
on tardy time they always, the guy will open up. My name's Rabbi so and so. Do you know who I am? I haven't been spending 87 years. You're like, dude, you're like 32.
Guy's a loser.
I'm like, dude, this is, I loved. I was a big Torah Anytime fan very early. My rabbi at the time was the original 20 or whatever, and we're trying to get on there. We're trying to get on there. We could definitely hold our own weight on there. So, all right, so. Fine. Flight or drive, I hear you say, if you really need the time, I mean, that's what it comes down to. You got to have that time. It really does change. It really does change. I remember when I was younger and I thoroughly enjoyed like just going on a, full 2-day trip down somewhere. Then I started working. And I was like, dude, I can only fly. I will never drive again. And then, I don't know, about a year or so ago, we drove down. Yeah. And I'll tell you, I really enjoyed myself. I don't know what it was. I just enjoyed the drive. Ocean City also. There's something about that long drive. You're taking the most circuitous way to get there.
Therapeutic, wouldn't you say?
But it's therapeutic, yeah. And men like to drive, and I feel like if I go with a girlfriend, or if I go with some other bros, like you just find your place. You don't like to drive, great. I mean, if you got like 4 drivers in the room, you're screwed in the car. You got 4 drivers, I mean, are you a driver or not?
I'm a driver.
Okay,
but I'm okay taking a back seat for a bit and just looking at the scenery.
That's good.
Yeah, but it is therapeutic. You can just look out in the open and think, have some introspective moments.
Yeah. No,
beautiful.
I tell you, I was not prepared because I really didn't do that in a long time. And I had a little bit of the Jewish mother anxiety there because, like, are you crazy? You know how long it's going to take you? Are you nuts?
You're going to get sleepy.
Yeah. You're going to have diarrhea. You're going to go. You're going to have to pull over the woods.
And food, what are you going to do
It's going to be food? Like Saw 5. It's like, whoa, okay. Okay, so here's, let me ask you this, okay? While on the topics with, most, do all the frum Jews just go to Miami? Or now Hollywood. Does that what you feel? You feel like that's still happening?
I feel like that happens all the time. It's basically New York. The more south you go in Florida, the more north you really are. Miami is based, and everyone goes there. We've gone there. We've had a good time. It's a great city, but it's tiring. You want to go somewhere with a little bit diversity.
I still enjoy it. I could still perseverate on it. But it does get
It's
old.
A different experience. You can't go for culture down there. There's nothing different about the culture.
Yeah.
Except the warm weather, which is beautiful. You go because of the warm weather, the accessibility to kosher food, the cheap flights, but you don't go to experience different cultures.
How many restaurants do you really need? How many restaurants do you need?
One.
Right.
One.
I would say 3.
Yeah.
But I would yield. I would concede.
One,
I would acquiesce to 3.
I would agree
to
with 3.
1.
Yeah.
I would acquiesce. I would say,
Yeah. Definitely don't need more than 3 for sure.
Actually, I don't even know if I would. I tell you, I need at least 2. I need at least 2.
2 is a good number.
Yeah, one is a little tough. I remember in Myrtle Beach they had that one place,
Shawarma, which
I
was
remember
very
in
good. Falafel.
Nashville they had Avo.
There's multiple restaurants in Nashville.
Well, now it's like it's not kosher anymore. I don't know what's going on. And now there are some more restaurants there.
It's an Orthodox shul, and the Orthodox rabbi who graduated from YU certifies.
Orthodox.
He certifies a number of vegetarian and vegan restaurants, including an Indian restaurant.
Oh, that's awesome.
Which is delicious.
Oh, I heard about that place. And we didn't end up going.
So
yeah. Oh, that's what I like that. I like that.
And then there's the kosher food truck in Nashville on Vanderbilt campus. Great kosher brisket.
I didn't know. That's awesome. So what are your biggest secrets? Well, what are your biggest giveaways for these travels? Like if you had to really share with us, give the audience in our last 10 minutes here some of the giveaways. How to plan this? Go from beginning to end. You get an idea.
Quick rundown.
Right. Let's get the rundown.
Quick rundown. Have a passion. Be open to learning about different things and different people. And plan, but not too rigid. You don't want to have too much of a rigid plan because then you fail to appreciate the different curveballs that might be thrown at you. And then when you go there, go with the mindset of you're going to have a good time, but no other expectations. You can't go with too high expectations because then you're going to end up missing out, and you're going to keep reaching for more and more, and you're going to miss out. That's what I would say. And then come and go safely and use your logic when it comes to things and do whatever your passion is.
Yeah, that's tough to do, the expectation part, because once you go and you hit it off at that one place, and then the next time you go back, oh, remember that time? Oh, man. We went to Mississippi and it was just so awesome, Mississippi. And then you go back and it's like, it's just not the same.
Yeah, I would say one other thing is you have to go without worrying about what other people are going to think. Otherwise, you're going to be thinking about it. You can't go, what is my mother going to say if she finds out? You can't, or what's my rabbi going to say? What are the shadchanim are going to say if they find out I'm traveling to Kalamazoo, Michigan?
Oh, yeah, there you go.
All right, you have to just go and not worry about what other people are going to think. Ultimately, it shapes you as a person. But you can't have that high expectation that it's going to be the best time. Each time is different. Not every time has to be the best. It's okay.
Yeah, I never really found it to be people like that don't usually have too much piffiness, which is to have like substance in an art. Oh, go here, go there. Those are usually the people who just pretty much fly down to Boca or Miami,
Those people order vanilla ice cream.
Vanilla, that's by the way, that's the term, by the way, vanilla.
Nothing wrong with it. It's safe, it's secure, it tastes delicious. I love all flavors, but it's vanilla.
That's so funny, that term vanilla. I know. What does Chappelle say? Chappelle says the lettered people, that's vanilla. We're vanilla. We're plain. Oh man, the comedy here.
One other thing I would say is don't be afraid to talk to someone who might look funny. Little small tip.
You should show.
Those are the most interesting people.
We'll show the video that we took. He just posted that. It's funny. JoJo just posted that video. You think how would he forget? How would he forget? We have a video of us in Nashville going to. We were dancing with some kid, man, and it was whack. It was thank you to Hashem or something like that, and Here's this guy, he doesn't know anything.
And he just came and danced with us in
started
the middle of the street.
That was it. Died the next day.
Middle
Just
of the
his
street.
neshama needed that.
That was the biggest Kiddush Hashem.
Oh, yeah, I think so. I mean, he
100%.
really,
No doubt
yeah,
about it.
I think it was a good, well, because he was happy. He was happy.
Oh, you could see.
He was smiling. It's not just like, sometimes I run into that a lot. You go on these trips and it's like, well, we took out the trash. Kiddush Hashem. Yeah, but like, you're also very snotty and snurdly to the staff, and you were like very socially awkward. Like you don't really know. Like is that? But in this situation, I'll definitely propel that and market that to everybody. Okay, so our last 2 points here. Why is it that when you go away, women go in the biggest cruise? Okay, are they really all friends? You just told me you went.
I'm laughing because it might seem like they're friends, but they're not. They're not. They're not. They hate each other.
They all hate each other.
7 of them hate each other.
You have 8 of them, and like 9 of them hate each other.
So what's your question exactly?
Well, besides to just have a gregarious, loquacious conversation, it just seems that women, like young Jewish girls, I guess, how did they get like these groups together to go away? They don't like this. They don't like.
And they're pretty insular. So oftentimes
Very
when they're in big
insular,
groups,
yes.
they stand there like this with their arms folded, and they're nervous.
They're just like, we went there, we did it. It was okay. What are they gonna say? It's pretty much similar to like guys. Well, guys travel. I think it's usually small. I think it's like 3-4 guys. But I see girls travel at those ages. Again, under 25, big group, big. Dude, I remember going one time to. Oh God, I found Mocha. I was gonna Fountain Blue. Dude, I remember like these girls, Ahuva and Shani and Chumi. Like I'm telling you, dude, freaking 12 of them. Spricky. They're always trying to find these new names. Spricky over there. The new name Spricky. Spricky over there is, her parents own a timeshare over here, and we're all just here. And like, you don't know, did you pay? Like, is she paying? Is it? How is this working out exactly? Anyway, they always go down, all of them in a group. No.
It feels like that.
It feels like that. It could be.
Especially in Miami.
Right. You never even know.
Those are the vanilla people I was talking about.
I would say those are the vanilla. And I would join the letter people and be like, yes, those are the vanilla. Those are them right there. I would absolutely, we can protest whatever you want to do.
Yeah. I think that's it.
Looking back at it all, like, was it worth? You clearly spent thousands of dollars. No, I'd probably say in the high tens. I mean, we're talking about
over 10 grand over the past few years.
Dude, I was thinking more
hotels and
it could be $40,000-$50,000 in travel and all these things. Worth going or not?
100% worth going.
And you recommend it?
1,000%.
Look at this camera here and tell the people, like, I endorse this.
I fully recommend traveling as much as you can within the realm of your means.
Within the realm, you through that curve.
That's the accountant.
That's the accountant. That's the Jewish anxiety.
No, go travel. You have a good time. Do what you have to do in order to enjoy life. You want to enjoy life. What do you take with you when you go? You're not taking your money with you. You're taking memories. You want to form these memories. You want to have experiences. Go, enjoy. Don't be worried about what people are going to judge you for. Just go and enjoy and do what you have to do. And do what you have to do with whatever you're comfortable with.
Amen. Shlomo from Nashville. Okay. I think we got really to everything I wanted to discuss, at least from the guy's perspective. Maybe we'll find some girls to come on and discuss it. Can you imagine bringing on a bunch of girls and discussing? We can't find any, so if anyone wants to come on, by the way, please feel free to
bring
come
my
on.
fiance.
We'll bring your fiance. Your fiance is cool though. She's a normal.
She's got away with pots and pans.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah,
oh my god.
yeah.
She's a cool, normal Jewish girl though. Like she's
is.
not one of these, frickies or brookalooks.
I don't think
so. These new names they're giving out. It's like so interesting. Like it was like 5 years ago they started naming.
Crinkly.
Right, 15 years ago they started naming like the actresses' children in like all these websites, all these magazines. Bop, and we're naming her Pear, and her twin brother's name is Apple.
How about the names of the month?
Lilac. Oh, that's a popular one. 500 Days of Summer. So those are a bunch of things. Anyway, let's part off because you mentioned the song here. You mentioned something, and I was like, oh, I forgot this
family
thing has
tradition
a song. I don't even know if this connects here. Let's see.
Family tradition. Whoa,
Here we are.
that was fast.
Oh, you want to do family tradition? Oh, I was going to do this one. This is the thrill is gone. The thrill is gone, baby. Nobody Talks Shidduchim podcast. We got the legendary, the Godfather himself, B.B. King. B.B. King, ladies and gentlemen. Thrill is gone. Thrill is gone is the best. Thrill is gone is the best. I want to wait. You're right. We really do need to. We really do need to play.
Family tradition.
We gotta play this one. Oh, it's the wrong one. It's the wrong. Okay, hold on. I'm sorry, people. Okay. All right, Shlomo from Nashville. I gotta actually tell people this story because I got.
Country music singers have always been a real close family.
Nobody Talks Shidduchim.
But lately, some of my kinfolk
Oh yeah.
have disowned a few others than me.
What did you want?
The bourbon.
I guess it's because
Come on.
I kind of changed my direction. Lord, I guess I went and broke their family tradition.
Yes.
Get on me, want to know
Hey, why do you drink?
You get drunk.
why do you roll smoke? Why must you live out the song?
I do have to tell the people then because I'll keep it playing in the background, but people need to know because where else am I going to? I don't speak at Shabbos tables anymore. Okay, I don't speak at shul anymore. I don't speak at the so. We basically went to we were in Nashville, I think, for this.
Myrtle Beach.
No, we were in Myrtle Beach, right? We were in Myrtle Beach. There was some like hick bar, and we went down there. And I swear to God,
Senor Frogs,
Okay.
maybe?
no, it's not Senor
wasn't
Frogs.
Senor
It was
Frogs.
not.
Oh, it was the one with the Israeli owner with the mezuzah.
No,
Tiki bar.
There was some bar. It was the epitome, the epitome of, hick bar, down south hick bar, antithesis of, 4 or 5 white Jewish boys from New York. And literally, they're all, the guys up there. Hey, what are we gonna sing? What are we gonna sing? What rank recommendation? And you popped up on the stage. This guy popped up on the stage. Before you know it, the entire place is listening to this yid here lead this song, which is this song here. This song right here. Hey, why do you drink here?
Free family tradition.
Oh, here.
Why do you roll?
Yeah, right here. Listen, this is crazy.
Why must you live?
The Hank Williams Jr.
That you roll.
Great song.
Stop and think it over. Try to put yourself in my unique position.
Played from Spotify, by the way. Right off Spotify.
All night long, it's
Mishpacha! Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being a part of another episode of the Nobody Talks Shidduchim podcast. Happy face, smiley face, silly face.